got it?
Yeah.
I connected.
You ready?
I think so.
Well, thank you for staying here with us on Power 2.1 FM on a very special nighttime. Greetings to you. Special thanks as always to 9 Miles International. Well, bringing on time, it's now 8 minutes after 9 o'clock, and we do welcome you to Sexplosion on Power 2.1 FM, a station that's reliable and effective. With the only sexologist in the Caribbean, Dr. Raj, our Total Image and the Adult Therapy Center, which is located out in St. Augustine. There he treats all sexual dysfunctions in both male and female. And a very special nighttime greetings to you, family. How are you?
Pleasant good evening
I
to you.
missed you the last couple last week. Yes,
Well, it's good to miss people, you know, man.
a lot of young girls.
A lot of young girls.
Yes, a lot of young girls called and was, like they were.
How you know the young? They show you the ID card?
No, by their voices. And,
You just know if a woman young by she voice?
well,
You real good boy at teach me that skill now.
No, so far, 9 out of 10, which wasn't bad at all.
I'm getting a feedback.
The feedback.
Oh, I know where it's coming from.
You know,
I want to know.
find you still long term.
Woo! Like you know. Pleasant good evening to folks on Facebook, for those of you on Instagram, and of course those of you live on radio, whether it be our www.power102fm.com or our app, or just listening to a good old transistor radio. You still have your transistor? Or you Philip?
Oh, you remember those, right?
Oh, yeah.
Those were good days.
Yeah, you still have yours, right?
Yeah.
So for those of you who are tuning to Sexplosion, we have a lot to talk about tonight. Let's see, I have to say a pleasant good evening. Ooh, we have people joining us on Savitri, Sandra, Sunita, Leo, Amit, Joanne, Leo again, Dulcie. Well, Leo and Amit are my two nephews, so good. We're a family affair again.
Okay.
Well, there's
So they're locked on with us tonight.
Oh, so much things to talk about, but when if I remember everything, right?
Now, you see, knowing you in a position like that, what you should have done was make a quick.
Jot down a
what
few
to
points.
do, what to do. Yeah.
No, I don't like to jot down things. I like to talk off the cuff. I like to recall things. I like to get my brain moving. So before we start with all kind of thing, I'll start with those who are listeners to the program and you fly a lot. If you do, I came up with a formula, and I'll be marketing a product soon called jet lag formula. It's for people who fly,
Yeah.
who go to long distances and who fly a lot, like pilots and flight attendants and travelers.
Mm-hmm.
There is a product called jet lag that will be launched next year, and it's one of my products. It's under the Dr. Raj brand. And if you do, you can drop in at my office in St. Augustine and ask Cyan for a sample pack and try it out. So next year we'll be launching that. Next year we'll be launching some online sales of some product, and the prices, the good thing about it, prices going down. Because we don't have to pay the exorbitant duties and whatnot that we have to pay in Trinidad.
Oh, so it's not like what it used to be before.
No. And you can get it directly from the website.
Well, things have been bright, basically.
So yes, very bright. Then there is, I have to repeat this a few times tonight. I have come up with a very innovative way of doing business, where you the consumer, not me, will get products at a discounted price. It's a new concept in business. It's called daily price reduction. And I'm starting at the Adult Therapy Center in St. Augustine. Total Image in St. Augustine would have our first our trial run starting on the 2nd of January.
2nd of January.
Now, I want people to listen to this and listen to it carefully. The concept is we put an item or items on a table at the regular retail price. We're not jacking up the price. It's going to be at the regular retail price. So if an item is being sold for $1,000, it goes on the table for $1,000 less a percentage. I'm not saying the percentage. So immediately you get a percent discount. And every day thereafter, it goes down by that same percent every day. So let's say it's 1% today, tomorrow it's 2%, the next day is 3%,
Oh, so
the
it
next
goes
day is
up.
4%, but it's not 1%, it'll be much more than that. So you get a discount every day on the same product, but it's up to you whether you want to buy the product today and leave with it,
Yeah.
or leave it on the table and somebody else comes and buy it before you at the discounted rate today. Or you can wait and say, well, tomorrow I'll go and come back and get it at a further discount. It's up to you.
That sounds great.
Well, it's a new innovative thing that I'm coming up with, and I want to make it clear, and I want to say it on the air so that all those who are going to follow me afterwards with this, because there are lots of businessmen who are going to follow this, they're going to want to know about the method to do it, the formula to do it. They could come and ask me, and I'm glad, because this means the consumer are going to get goods cheaper. And I'm going to tell the store owners and the shop owners and the grocery owners or whoever want to do it, why you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, the reasoning behind it, and how beneficial it's going to be for you in the long run. So I want to make that very clear. That's why I open up the program with that. So come the 2nd of January, when you come to Total Image in St. Augustine, you'll see a table with about 50 items.
Yeah.
All with the regular retail price, less the discount of that day.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
The next day there will be a further discount. The next day there will be a further discount, and there will be a further discount until the 10th day. After the 10th day, if the item is not sold, it remains at that discounted price after 10 days, and it goes on another table. But there you make an offer for the item. You, the
Oh.
consumer.
Okay. Okay.
So if the items, let's say the item was $1,000 and now it has reached $650 with the discount,
Yes.
you make an offer for the item.
That
If it's
sounds-
reasonable, it's yours.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting.
This is something that is
concept.
innovative. This is something that is going to make every person out there want to do it in their business place. And any person who have a business place and want to capitalize on the idea, because remember, I'm the first to talk about it. I'm the first that's going to do it. Come see me. Give me a call. I will teach you what to do, because you will not be competing with me.
Well, it's a different business, basically.
It's a different business, but wait a minute. Wait. Mash your brakes. We opened a store with variety items like that.
Opening a store as well.
Yeah. Our first store should be open by the 2nd week in January. Or the 1st week in January, maybe by the Friday when I come on here.
Well,
We're opening stores, I should say, not stores. Stores like that. Where you come, you see the items, all new, brand name items, we're not going with cheap items, Good items. At the regular retail price, discounted to suit you. When it reaches a point where we want to get rid of it, you now come and make an offer for the item. Reasonable offer, nothing ridiculous.
No, well, of course not.
Anything ridiculous will be no. You can't see an item for $650 discounted and you say give me it for $200. No, that will not happen. No, it will not happen.
As a matter of fact, that don't make any sense at all.
No. We're not going to throw away goods.
No, you're going to be losing.
Right. We're selling goods, but it's a new concept called bin shopping, and it is daily discount on the item.
I could see, I can see people gasping at that idea.
Well, you have to grasp at it.
I could definitely see.
Well, right, because it is an innovative way for you to get a product. Now, think about all the listeners of this program who are out there. They are followers of Sexplosion. They like sex product. They like the dildo and the vibrator and whatnot. You see a dildo. Today I looked at one of the products. We have a dildo that we going to put on the table for $350 retail. After the discounted price down to the 10 day, it's coming down to $175. If no one buys it by $175, I mean it's a brand new product in the plastic and everything, brand new. You make an offer then, and it's yours.
Great.
And it's not only going to be dildos and vibrators and dolls and those kind of things. It will be all kind of items. So we're starting off at the adult store with the innovative idea, and then we open a retail store very soon. As a matter of fact, very soon. First week, second week in January. And then we have other retail outlets throughout Trinidad. And this is for regular item, not sexual item.
Regular item.
Yes, fridge, stove, microwave, you name it. Regular items.
From sex to fridge. Well,
No, well, this is regular items.
this is good. So, in other words, let me get.
You want a security system for your home?
Let me be clear on this. So, this is what I was about to ask. So if I decide, hey, look, I want to put in a new security system, I could come and see.
Okay, you want to put in a security system in your home?
Yeah.
We'll have a variety of about 5 items. You'll see the regular retail price because you'll know that that is the retail price. Let me say in price, man.
Yeah.
But at the store, immediately you're getting a discount on the regular retail price. You wouldn't want to buy it?
But that's a bonus.
No. If you don't take it the first day, somebody else might come and buy it. And no, you cannot put a balance parcel, you can't hide it away, you can't tell the store, keep it for me. Cash on the barrel.
On the spot.
Cash, eh? Remember we do word cash.
Yeah, on the
No
spot.
credit card, no links. Cash on the barrel.
But
Right?
that's interesting.
You take the item right away. Or say, I'll come back tomorrow. There you go, sell today. You come back tomorrow, the same item is there, it goes down by the same percentage.
Wow.
No. I introduce it now to make it clear that I am the innovator of this. I want nobody taking any credit for this. Right?
No, that's
It is going to be launched. We are launching it at the adult store. So that's how it ties in. Right now, all the adult stores have sale. They have gift bags. They have different things that they can do for you. We're doing a lot of stuff at the adult stores. My clients and my patients, they know what they have been getting and how things going. Fantastic. Princestown, Debe, Bamboo number 3.
Yeah.
Total Image in St. Augustine. Fantastic. Thank you all for your support. It has been fantastic over the years, and you continue to be so. And we're still taking the old $100 bill. The ones that you're printing, we're not taking out.
So is it okay?
No, the ones you printed, we're
but
not taking out.
No, but I'm glad you mentioned that because I know a lot of people are going to be last minute shopping and they would shop for adult toys. Now the big question.
You could just take your old $100 and come and buy a dildo. Why not?
Oh, so you are. So there's not a cutoff.
If you're catching your tail to get to, well, there's a cutoff date.
Yeah, but what is
The 28th.
28th?
Yes.
Is the
After
cutoff
that,
date.
we have to deal with the bank, right? So you can go and get your stuff, your dildo, your vibrator, your toy, your doll, your spray, your rub, your wash, whatever you want.
And you can have yourself a Merry Christmas.
Very Merry Christmas. You know, children get toys.
Yeah.
Adults could get their own toys.
But-
You could buy a toy for your wife.
Yeah, but
Your
don't-
wife could buy a toy for you.
Yeah, but don't you think it's about time?
It's about time. It is about time.
After being starved for so many years.
Well, I don't know who starved for many years.
And a lot of people, no, I'll tell you something. A lot of people, well, long ago, you used to go to church and then
Uh-huh.
come home and open gifts. But a lot of people.
Yo,
love
you
to-
first do it and then go to church.
Yeah, but a lot of people prefer to have sex on a. I could imagine the amount of people that have sex on a Christmas Eve.
Plenty people.
Because you're expecting.
Well,
so
especially the
much.
children out of the home now and you
Yeah,
and your
yeah.
wife are, why that?
Yeah. And
You have to hang up curtain and thing like long time?
No, because apart from that, you're expecting so much in the next couple of hours. So would you say,
Darling, you could get anything you want. You know that. But I want people to remember the first time all you ever hear about is binge shopping and daily discount is from Dr. Raj. Right? Don't
look how much people are going up there now, as a matter of fact.
Don't let anybody come afterwards and fool you and say, I come up with that idea. Please. I'm very, very protective of that. Something about the light, I'm not seeing this thing properly. I don't know why.
On the phone or you're speaking in terms of the studio?
Hmm?
You're speaking
No,
in-
no, on the phone.
Oh, on the phone.
I think it has something to lessen this so. Let me see. Because I'm not seeing properly. For some odd reason. Let me see if it's better.
Well, the most important thing is that.
Oh, a little better. A little better. Yes. A little
The most
easier on
important
the
thing-
eyes.
Most important thing, you can see what you want to see.
Yeah. I use reading glasses normally to read, but I don't, only to read. I don't need glasses for anything.
I remember those days.
Hmm?
I remember those days.
When I used to wear glasses.
When you used to
Yeah,
wear
we remember that, boy.
Yeah.
15 years now, glasses less.
Yeah. 15 years.
15 years now. But I need reading glasses, especially when it's chinky like that. I have to use the word chinky. Yeah. So, that is that. What else we have to talk about? So much things we have to talk about.
Well, we in the next couple of days, we're going to
What
be
couple of
into
days?
the, we're going to be heavy into the
The Christmas, yes.
Have
Christmas.
have you seen that traffic outside? How it
Christmas, it doesn't feel like Christmas. Nowhere I've been
Uh-huh.
feels like Christmas. Even overseas, it doesn't feel like Christmas, and I don't know why. Even the malls overseas, when you go, you'll get this Christmas
Yes,
spirit,
yeah,
and
you
you'll
get
see
that.
people hustling. It doesn't feel like Christmas, and I don't know why. Trinidad worse.
But the most important thing is that we carry it over into the new year.
No, but we carry Christmas for a very long time. We start celebrating for a very long time before. Well, I know you've been partying a lot for your Christmas.
No, I've been.
You haven't been?
No, I've
You haven't been playing music all about the place?
I have no. I've been working on my different programs. Right now I'm working on my carnival program, which should kick off on Boxing Day. And,
Oh, yes.
Yeah. As soon as, because
So you'll
we
be
don't-
kicking off your carnival program on Boxing Day.
Boxing
Next time
Day.
we have so much things coming up, eh? I know the 4th edition or the 4th store for the Dr. Raj Adult Boutique. We're in negotiation right now. That is coming in stream in Central.
Central.
All I'm saying is in
Yeah.
Central.
Central. I like.
So people who are living in Central,
I like how you use the word central.
yes, center to everything.
Yeah, have a beautiful, beautiful finish to it. as well.
Right. So those who are living in Central, we have our 4th store opening there next year sometime, early next year.
Oh, so,
My hours have to change for South because South is getting to be so busy.
well, what you can do is let me take your place in South.
I wish I could. Oh, that's another. Thanks for bringing that up. Next year, I want 10 persons. 10 persons who want to learn to be a sexologist, who's serious about becoming a sexologist, to get in contact with me and start training to become a sexologist.
That's
10.
That's a great idea. Great idea. Because,
Because people have been asking me, Dr. Raj, if something should happen to you tomorrow, God forbid, they always say God forbid. I don't think it's...
you don't think so, right?
Well, I don't think you should use the word God forbid. If something is to happen, it will happen.
Yeah, you can't tell.
Whatever is to be will be.
How the old people would say it is written in the signs.
What is written is written. You can't change that.
You can't change.
But should something... But I know they're fearful for themselves because they say, well, who will take care of us? No, I don't have any siblings who are interested. I don't have... None of my children are interested. I have 2 children only. I don't have a heap load of children like you. Oh no, you only have 2. Oh, sorry, I was thinking about somebody else who looks like you.
To my knowledge, only 2.
Only 2 to your knowledge. Well, to my... I can't say to my knowledge. I'm positive I only have 2
But I'm
children.
positive as
All
well.
right. It's not their forte, and I can't fault them for that. They have gone on to different things. And I am looking to train someone now. I'm seriously looking to train someone. Well, some different persons to see who have the aptitude. From 10 it might boil down to 3 by the middle of the year, and from 3 it might boil down to 1. Or from 10 it might stick to 10 all the way through. Who knows? But that's my plan for next year. I tell you, next year is looking so bright. I gotta wear shades.
You can imagine.
No, it's so bright. I mean, I can't wait for... I cannot wait for the 2nd of January.
Well,
I love Mondays, right?
yeah.
I love Mondays. Mondays are the most exciting day of the week.
Mhm.
I think anybody who don't like Mondays don't like themselves and don't like their job. And my godfather taught me, my guru taught me, work is worship. So you cannot not like to worship.
No.
And if work is worship, and Monday is the first day of the week for work, you should love a Monday.
Yeah.
And I've always grown up loving a Monday, to go to school, at university, my professional life, always love a Monday. I have never been one to say, boy, Monday morning, boy, oh God, I don't want to get off the bed. I am so excited to get up on a Monday. Well, let me tell you, I wake up maybe a half an hour before my normal time.
Oh, on a Monday only.
On a Monday only.
But look, as a sexologist with all the experience you have, and I'm glad you mentioned Monday is your favorite day to come to work.
Wait.
Do they
Mash
have-
breaks there. A pleasant, sexy good evening to Cutie Pie.
Hey, family man. Hey, nice.
My darling, how are you?
I can see the whole expression. On
You don't have to. You don't have to answer on Facebook, so they'll know who you are. Answer me on my WhatsApp. Wow, my darling Cutie Pie. Go ahead.
Yeah. You make me get so total bad there, like I forget what I was telling you.
You lost your train of thought. We'll
Yeah.
talk about Monday.
Yes.
How excited I am about Monday. I don't know about you.
Yes. You know,
I am.
Getting back on track. With your experience, you have a beautiful day. Monday is the best day. As a sexologist and with your experience, do they have a special day that you can enjoy sex more than other days?
Well, let me tell you about the sexual side of a Monday. Imagine you have a girlfriend and she's working with you, or there's a special woman that you know you contact on a particular day, but Mondays are the day she gets out of the Sunday being home and you cannot disturb. Mondays are exciting. It could lead to sex, and Monday will lead into Tuesday. Without a Monday, you can't have a Tuesday.
No, you can't.
Right, so Tuesday could meet the woman,
Yeah.
or Tuesday could meet the person
Yeah.
for lunch, for a little tryst, for whatever. Isn't that exciting?
That is exciting.
Well, right, so that can't happen if you don't have a Monday.
Okay. So would it
But
be-
I equate it with work, because on a Monday I'm very busy. I try to get everything in perspective. I try to plan out my week. I look at my budgets and all those things on a Monday. I look at my staffing. I talk to my staff on a Monday. So I'm very busy and I still see clients on a Monday.
Oh, you still-
Oh yeah, I still see my clients on a Monday.
So Monday is not.
But Mondays are very important. It's a very, very important day.
In other words, what you're telling me, Monday is not a break day.
No. You could make it into a break day depending on who you are with. Why not?
Yeah. I was just.
Wait, why can't you meet somebody on a Monday to make love? I remember long ago, about 10, 15 years ago when Archangel was here, we used to have what we call board meeting on a Monday.
Mhm.
It was the perfect day to have a little orgy.
On a Monday.
Oh, Mondays are perfect for that. Who? Your wife is going to ask, if you tell your wife you're going to a meeting on a Monday, she's going to ask you where you're going?
No. If you from Wednesday.
Wednesday go on, they will ask.
Wednesday
But
go on.
Monday is the perfect day to run away.
Wednesday from.
If you
Wednesday-
tell your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, hear what? Monday evening, I have a meeting to go to. Don't disturb me. She's not going to question that.
No,
Tell she that on a Friday evening.
on a Thursday. On a
Well,
Thursday.
Thursday might get away a little bit with it, but on a Friday, she say meeting on a Friday evening. You are going to no meeting.
Yeah, no.
You're going to
I'm
line.
going to a meeting on a Friday, and especially what you get.
So when we had our board meeting, we used to call it the board meeting night.
Mhm.
A lot of people used to come for entertainment,
Oh.
whatever the entertainment may be.
So in other words, after the meeting.
I know some of the guys out there are going to tap me up for saying this, but that's the way it is. We haven't done it in years.
How it is? Because I was just about.
No, we never invited you because we know on a Monday.
No, because I was about to ask you, how do I get on the board?
How do you get on the board?
The only board I get is a skating board.
No, you could get on the board. I don't see why you can't get on the board.
How-
Recommendation. First of all, you have to be recommended
Yeah, and how often you have board meetings?
every Monday.
Every Monday? No, yeah. Now these
And imagine you go to a board meeting on a Monday and Tuesday you're tired, you know.
What? Yeah, I mean, this is great news.
Yeah, so I wouldn't tell you the rest because that is selling out things.
No, of course. And
So it was very innovative and it's something that we used to do, board meeting on a Monday. And
But a board meeting on a Monday, but at the end of the meeting, you was never being bored.
you were never bored. True. You were highly entertained.
Highly entertained.
Mhm.
But I
I'm
find-
remembering some of the things that used to happen. So Mondays are fantastic for sex. Mondays are fun because some people say, boy, Monday I went to work whole day, sex in the evening time. Now imagine you're not accustomed having sex with your husband or your wife on a Monday and all of a sudden you decide on a Monday we're going to do. Some people only have sex on a weekend, which is bad. There should be no day designated for sex. Honestly, and this is straightforward. Some couples get into a routine, so much so that they look forward to a weekend coming up so that they can have sex Friday night because Saturday they sleep and leave, and then have sex maybe Saturday during the day, and maybe Saturday night, and then Sunday, 2 o'clock in the day after you have lunch and you go in bed, you can have sex again. And then if you don't have sex in the night because Monday morning you have to get up early.
Yeah.
My thing to that is, you're talking crap. Why not Sunday night or Monday morning early? Imagine you get up half hour earlier, like I do, on a Monday. Don't you think you could have sex on a Monday morning early? And start your week real good?
You mentioned that. You know
what? People going to start doing that from Monday coming? Well, Monday when school open.
No, but I'm not a believer in that.
Of what?
Of sleeping, getting up, maybe wee hours in the morning, maybe 2, 3 o'clock, or even later than that, and having sex as soon as I get up.
Why? You have your morning erection, testosterone pumping.
I think
no, when you go to sleep at 2, Junior, you as a man is going to sleep at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Am I right?
2 o'clock.
You get it up at 2 o'clock and have sex with anybody, you're going to be like, huh? You can't do that. Knowing your lifestyle, you cannot do that.
No, but to get to
But,
sleeping.
okay, for the ordinary human beings out there, not the extraordinary human beings,
The normal ones.
the normal people out there,
Yeah.
you go to sleep on a Sunday evening. Most people go to sleep early on a Sunday because they know they have to get up Monday early. They want to beat traffic, they want to do this. So you normally get up at 5:30. But because you're excited about a Monday, you get up at 4:30. Now my godfather used to say, you go on your kula curry. For all the Indians out there, they will know what that means. You kula curry and you go and have sex. Let's take a break. I'm sure you have a lot of people out there who will be smiling. Kula curry. You haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, but I'm trying to break it down, but I can't.
But that's a Hindustani word. It has a specific meaning. For all the Hindu, Indian, or Indian out there who can speak Hindi, they will know what kula curry means.
Oh, they would.
Yeah, you kula curry and then you go and do what you have to do.
Interesting. Anyway, folks, taking more time, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. You are on the inside of Sexplosion with the only sexologist, Dr. Raj of Total Image and the Adult Therapy Center, which is located at St. Augustine. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back with you. Stay tuned.
Energy. The people. One people.
So they know we'll be bombarded with carnival things.
Yeah?
I say we'll be bombarded with carnival ads.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure by the end of the month I'll know every calypso that comes to
I
Soca.
better believe it. Carnival, imagine that carnival is here.
There's no vet like an army vet, and here's a fact. 2020 will be explosive. Valentine's Night, Friday, February 14th, the epicenter of Carnival, the Queen's Park Savannah. Introducing Izzo. News travels fast. In today's fast-paced world, access to accurate, up-to-date information 24/7 is essential to making critical decisions in your life. Izzo is the Caribbean's newest and most innovative news source, giving you a Caribbean perspective on politics, crime, business, sport, entertainment, technology, and special investigative features. Izzo. IZZSO. Izzo, your information source, designed for your lifestyle. Download the Izzo app for iOS and Android devices. And visit our website at www.izzo.com. Izzo. News travels fast.
All-inclusive Saturdays on Power 102 FM with the best music and personalities to power your day. All day on a Saturday. Sir Charles, Ace, DJ Maggie, the ultimate DJ Shane. All-inclusive Saturdays on Power 102 FM. The power of music.
I may not be a sugar daddy girl, but I still get shown sweet in your touch. And if you think it's a lie, girl, just give me a try, and you'll see and I'll block me up.
All-inclusive Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. all day on a Saturday on Power 102. Empowering you. Sexplosion is on Power 102. Power 102, Fridays at 9 p.m. with Dr. Raj, the
Oh,
guru of
that's
sex
why.
in the Caribbean.
There's an equation between chocolate and
What?
sex. There's a formula.
That's why catching my tail to see anything.
But that's what I asked you because I know how straight
The
now.
country's
Okay.
most informative sex education program is Sexplosion.
You can't tell me you know how you're going to feel having two persons make love to you when you have never done that.
Sexplosion with the angels.
Better.
Sexplosion. Fridays at 9 p.m. Sexplosion.
No,
Exclusively
better.
on
Yeah,
Power
20,
102.
right. Now you can see.
Okay.
I want to continue. It's all about giving our listeners what they want and expect from a good radio program when it comes to sex education, exclusively on a station that's reliable and effective. Power 2.1 FM. May I remind you that this program may contain material that is not suitable for children. Parental guidance are therefore advised. Now, for those of you who would love to interact with Dr. Raj live here in studio, feel free at 222-8255, also at 612-8255. Now, for those of you who would love to send him a WhatsApp or a text message of your questions, you can also do that on his private mobile at 7401961. You are listening to a program that's informative, it's educational, and of course entertaining, exclusively on your number one all-around station. Yeah.
Three things I want to deal with. Someone asked me about poppers, and I had to explain to them poppers, what it does. It's animal nitrate. It makes sex more exciting. It's not to drink. It's actually to sniff.
The sniff.
Yeah, you sniff it while having sex,
Yeah.
not before. While having sex, you sniff it. It takes you to a different realm. It excites you. It makes you feel better. And the brand name for poppers, which is the best brand name for poppers, is Rush. And there are others. Some of them go by the name of different thing poppers. But you have Blue Boy, you have Rush, you have many different poppers. It's something that really transforms you into another realm when you're having sex. It doesn't get you high. It oxygenates you in a way that makes things more exciting. So you sniff it, you cap one side of your nose, nostrils, and you sniff the other side, then you do it the opposite way. You can get a slight headache if you overdo it. But that's all.
Yeah. Well, this is what I was
And it
about to
wears off
ask
very
you.
quickly. When I say very quickly, within a couple of minutes it will wear off. So you have to keep sniffing.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
minutes.
Minutes, yeah. Second thing, so don't drink poppers. Don't ever drink poppers. Sniff it. Sniff it. Sniff it. The other thing I wanted to touch upon, Mary says that I get excited when I talk about cutie pie. Of course I get excited when I talk about cutie pie. Cutie pie has been a special part of this program, a special part of my life, and she always will be a special part of my life. That will never change. Nothing would ever change that. She's happily married and she's living a happy life now, and I'm extremely happy for her. And you know that.
Well, of course. Yeah.
Cutie pie has been a darling to us
Oh, yeah.
for years.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And beautiful not only in looks but also in her heart.
Yeah.
And that's something I must say. Now, I had an encounter with a young man on Thursday. Today's what day? Today's Friday. Yes, Thursday, yesterday. He came to me as a patient. He's a regular listener of this program, and I have to say a pleasant good evening to him. I don't want to call his name to embarrass him, but you know, when I do programs, I do it with a specific reason. I do it with a strength of conviction of who I am. I like to share my knowledge. I like to uplift people. I like when persons listen to this program, they learn something that will be beneficial to them in some small way or the other. Fortunately for me, over the years, this is 19 years, you know, next year we're going into our 20th year, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. 19 years of being on the air, I have touched persons in many ways. I've been fortunate to hear from some of those persons. I've been very fortunate to encounter couples, women who have been able to get pregnant and have children, or child and children. And they tell me it's all because of me, seeing me professionally, listening to the program, getting to know me, or whatever ways. But there was nothing more profound than what this young man told me yesterday. And I'll tell you why. Because of my upbringing and because of who I am spiritually, I also like to touch about the spiritual side of human beings. And I'm very deeply rooted in my culture and my dharma. Now, when people ask what is dharma, for a Hindu, dharma is a way of life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? And as a Sanatanist, we know what dharma means. We know what it means to defend dharma. We know what it means to incorporate dharma in our daily lives. So sometimes persons may ask me, who doesn't understand, how could you speak so highly about spiritual things and sex? If you don't understand the level of spirituality of sex, then something is wrong with you. If you think sex is copulation
Yeah.
alone between two persons, then you have missed the essence of sex. So when this young man told me, and he called the exact date, he said the 13th of January 2017 is when his life was transformed because he listened to a program that I was doing. And when this young man told me, because of what I said, he became attached to his dharma. He became more, he said he cried after listening to the program. And when he was telling me, when he was relating to me his encounter with the program, tears came to my eyes because it was so profound. And I think I have accomplished a lot, but that one instant of touching a human being and getting them rooted in the dharma has shown me that I have accomplished a lot in my life. And I am so happy for myself because I've done that. But this young man has shown me something, that if I could reach one person in my lifetime to remain attached to their dharma, I have accomplished what I have set out to do. And if I can reach others to understand the spirituality of sex, I don't know how many have reached out yet. And he told me, he said, I'll never text this to you. I have to tell you it in your face, face to face. And he said he grew up in an environment where people told him that his religion was devil worship, which is what people tell us. And it's wrong and whatnot. And he said when he heard that discourse that I did on the 13th of January 2017, it opened his eyes to what Sanatan Dharma is all about. And he has embraced it fully. He is a Hindu, but he was not a practicing one.
Okay. Yeah.
And I am very thankful for the opportunity to hear that. Not for what he has done, to hear that I have reached a person. And I'm always grateful and always thankful when somebody brings a baby to me and say, Dr. Raj, because of you I have a child. I'm always thankful and happy when a person comes to me and you see them smiling when they come back and say, I was able to have sex for the first time. Today a gentleman came to me and he said for the first time in many years, he was able to ejaculate. You know how I felt? I give him a thumbs up. But I felt elated within me.
It would make you feel good.
Yesterday, I met a couple and the lady told me, she said, I asked, I said, how do you know about me? She said, my grandfather used to listen to you. And I used to peep and sneak and listen to you also. And I've been trying to find you for years. She went into one of the stores that I owned before. I know the wicked people there wouldn't tell she where I am right down the road. That's the store in Valpark where everybody thinks I own. It's not my store. Don't go Valpark and buy anything. I used to own it. But they still tell people I'm attached to the store. But when she asked them, where can I find Dr. Raj? They said they don't know anything about me. When they well know it. That used to be my store, and I sold it to somebody, a Nimakaram woman, A Nimakaram woman called Anjani. I sold that to her, But the people, they all say they know nothing about me. Imagine that, And she finally found me in Debe. And she told me, she said, I know you're the only person can help me.
Yeah.
So you see, when you encounter those things,
It makes you feel good. that you have accomplished something
Well,
with your hard work?
I grew up very strongly as a young man, rooted in my Dharma. And nobody could shake that or change that. I went to a Presbyterian school. I sang in the choir. I love the hymns. I love the Bible stories and everything, but I never converted. My friends who I grew up on the street, I grew up on the Seventh-day Adventist, Catholic,
Yeah.
every religion and race you could think about was on the street that I grew up on. And we all intermingle. But I never influenced any one of them to convert or try to understand Hinduism to the point where you want to follow it. And I went to all the crusades and all those things. I went to it. But I never was influenced to change, and I never influenced anyone to change. And I don't, when I talk about Dharma on this program and who I am, it's not to change anyone, you know. It's to get them to embrace who they are. When I talk about sex, it's not to change a person from being homosexual to straight, you know. It's to embrace who you are and be the best at what you do sexually. When I talk about couples, I am not telling you to leave your wife and find a young girl or a young man or whatever to have sex with, you know. It is for you to strengthen your resolve and be the best at what you do with your partner. That's what I do. Because I strongly believe in relationship, and I strongly believe in persons having that conviction within themselves to be able to say, here what? This is my wife. This is my husband. We are married. This is my partner. This is my common law partner. This is my boyfriend. This is my girlfriend. Let me make things work to the best of my ability. And if what Dr. Raj tells me on his program helps me to do that, by all means, let it be. Let it be. Build a better relationship with your partner.
Anyway, folks, taking our time, 10 minutes before 10 o'clock, and I can tell you nothing brings people closer to their radio than Power 2.1 FM. You are on the inside of Trinidad and Tobago, #1 longest running night program, Sexplosion, with sexologist Dr. Raj of Total Image and the Adult Therapy Center, which is located at St. Augustine. Don't forget, folks, if you would love chatting with Dr. Raj in studio, feel free. 222-8255, 612-8255. If you do decide that you want to send him a WhatsApp or a text message of your question, you can also do that on his private mobile at 7401961. You are listening to a program that deals with sex, love, and relationships on Power 102 FM.
A beautiful lady who I know, I got to know her recently, says, I'm listening to you talk about our Dharma, our Hindu culture is one of the reasons I listen to your program. Imagine somebody telling you that on a sex program. I have accomplished what I set out to do. Bring people into that understanding.
Yeah.
And I remember Satmaraj telling me that, the late Satmaraj. When I asked him, I said, boss, if somebody asked me, I used to do a program on Jagriti, as you know, called SWAS. And I say, if somebody asks me about sex, what should I do? He say, answer it. Give them the answer.
Straight. Okay, we go to the lines. Or that person left us. 222-8255, also at 612-8255. Sexplosion on Power 102 FM with the guru of sex education, Dr. Raj of Total Image and the Adult Therapy Center. Yeah.
Imagine you living with someone, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, whatever. Well, not so much boyfriend and girlfriend, but common law, or husband and wife, and you're bad talking your wife with somebody else. You're horning your wife, but you're bad talking she. I don't encourage that.
No,
I don't think you need to do that. I think you need to, even if you are having an affair with someone, that person should never encourage you to leave your husband or your wife, and vice versa.
No, I agree with that 100%.
They should tell you to strengthen your resolve and strengthen your relationship. Let's take that call.
No, they left us.
Or they left us. And the reason for that is, now, in that moment of happiness, it might be a temporary moment of happiness, a bliss. the sexual tryst or whatever you're having might be temporary. And that's all well and good, because in this life, there are things that you have to fulfill. You come here with a purpose, you know. You come here for experiences. When I say you come here, you come on this earth for experiences. Your soul took this body for a reason. Now, your soul had a choice when it was choosing bodies. You know. It's not God just in a vaps take your soul and throw it in a body. You know. Don't ever believe that for a second. You know.
So you come here with a purpose.
You come here with a purpose. And that purpose is to gain experiences. You have a call?
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Sexplosion. Good evening. Yes. Hi, Granny. How are you going?
Merry Christmas to you and compliments of the season.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, Granny.
Thanks a lot, Granny.
All right.
Okay, darling.
And if I could reach a person who's in their 80s and a person who's 18, I am doing something right.
Yeah.
And if our audience have been building for the last 19 years, we are doing something right here. And if a teenager, a 20-year-old, a 30-year-old, a 40-year-old, a 50, 60, 70, 80 has told you have touched their lives, you are accomplishing something.
Well, of course it will be.
In this life, we are here for experiences, and we are also here to uplift others. Remember that. We're not here to downtrodden people, you know, we're here to uplift people. Whether it with education, with a helping hand, with giving back to society, with teaching, with building, painting, whatever. We're here to uplift people. The guy who's the artist,
Yeah.
painting a picture, he may think that I'm just painting this and this is coming from my brain. But when I buy this painting, or I see this painting, I look at it and I smile and say, look at the beauty in this. It's like going outside and you're seeing a tree, which I do often. People just think I'm mad.
As long as you don't talk to it.
You could talk to trees.
Do you?
Yes, of course.
You don't?
Of course, you could talk to a tree. Don't feel you can't talk to a tree. Don't ask any man who goes into the forest, ask them if they don't talk to trees. Ask any woodcutter, ask any hunter, ask any forest ranger if they don't talk to trees.
Talk to trees.
And if they tell you no, well then they're not doing the right job. You can talk to trees. As a matter of fact, there is a forest ranger in Trinidad who was instrumental in finding someone. And he came to me. I met him somewhere. I think at my office. And I say, how did you find that person? He said, we talk to the trees when we're in the forest. He said, don't find that funny. I said, that's not funny. I said, you could talk to trees. Trees have life. It has a consciousness. You know.
I never looked at it from that angle.
Trees have life, and in Sanatan Dharma they teach you how many millions of lives there are on this earth, you know, on planet Earth. You know. 83 million different life forms.
Is 83 million is saying?
Yeah.
83 million.
From the single cell to everything else that it has.
83 million is a lot of life on it.
Different life form. But the main thing is that one thing, which is this, the human form.
Yeah.
So you take this human form to uplift other people. So why you have an affair with somebody and you tell him, here what? Boy, your wife look good, you know, man. Leave she for me now. Now, in that moment of bliss and that connection that you have with the person, if that person is living with you, it may not be so, you know. Because then you are creating a different environment. And this is very serious to understand. And I want person, I'm not saying this to encourage anybody to do wrong, but I want them to understand. If you're having an affair with someone, there's a reason for that. Some people say, well, you're bad, you're nasty, you're a wicked man, you're a wicked woman to do that. You're sinning. You're creating a sin if you believe in it. In Sanatan Dharma, it doesn't teach you that. If you read the Kama Sutra, it doesn't teach you that. It doesn't tell you that's a sin. It tells you that's a way of life. That's things that happens to human beings. But the connection that you make with that person is a connection that has to be made. It must be made in this life, because you came here with a purpose. And because you came here with a purpose, you connect with that person at that level. Now that level is not a level of marriage. Marriage is a level. It's not a level of marriage. It's a level of sex. So some persons will say, well, having sex outside marriage is a sin. And you're lusting after someone. It's not lust, it's not in the base sense that you are having sex outside of marriage. But you can't stop that connection even if you try. No. You can't. What is to is must is. What is to be must be. What is written in your dharma and your karma must happen, regardless of your religion, your race, where you're born. How come you could have an affair or a fling with a woman from, let's say, Sweden, and you never know that person existed in Sweden? And one day she come down here for carnival, here you playing music. No, and I ain't saying that you ever did this. I just using it as an example.
I'm glad you mentioned example.
You don't have to say that. I'm using it as an example. She come down here for carnival, she hear you playing music, she hear your voice on the radio, she come and check you, and next thing you know, both of you had sex. How that happens? How that happens? You never know when. You did not know that person existed till the day she came in front of you, or the day you came in front of her. But immediately upon coming in front of that person, physically, mentally, metaphorically, however, you connect. How come?
Yeah, because sometimes you meet someone on the outside, and for the first time you see them, and say, boy, I get some good vibes.
Right. Because that connection is there. You have now had the physical ability to connect. When you connect with that person, whatever it is to happen between you and that person must happen. So that's why when Godse came to kill Gandhi, 2 days before he came to kill Gandhi, he said, Bapuji, tell the world that you are the Mahatma. And you know what Gandhi told him? When you come to do what you have to do, and the last word from my lips is the name of the Lord, then they will know if I am the Mahatma. And when he went to shoot Gandhi, he went with like this to Gandhi with a gun. And he said, Bapuji, you're late. He said, no. It's the only time Gandhi was ever late for a function, but he wasn't late for the function. He was on time for his death. And that's what persons don't understand. It was not an untimely death that somebody shot him. Godse didn't shoot him on an untimely time. He knew he had to die. And the last word from his lips was what? Hiram, the name of God. So if you are elevated spiritually, whether it be in sex or yoga or meditation or doing the rosary or whatever, you will know these things. It's just that sometimes we don't know how to embrace it. Sometimes we do not know. Recently I had a chat with a Christian person and about spirituality. And when I checked out her aura and whatnot, she was not spiritual because I could do it. She was not spiritual, and her sister was very spiritual, and her niece was very spiritual. And she said, how could I be spiritual, Dr. Raj? I said, well, you need to sit and do the rosary a little bit more often, and you need to get up early and look at the sun. You don't do that. Surya Namaskar, you know what that means? Surya Namaskar for Hindus. Every Hindu out there is supposed to know what Surya Namaskar means. Offer water to the sun. The sun is life. You wake up early in the morning and you offer water to the sun. In yoga, there's also a Surya Namaskar. Everything in Sanatana Dharma is a Surya Namaskar. That's why they tell you get up early before the sun rises.
Yeah, a lot of people use that expression.
It doesn't matter if you're Christian, if you're Hindu, if you're Muslim.
That's across the board.
Jewish. That is across. Why is that so? If you belong to a faith that is different from my faith, why it is every faith tells you get up before the sun rises?
That is something that I always hear.
Well, of course, Granny. I'm sure Granny tell you that.
That's exactly.
Well, right.
Get
And
up
Granny
before
wasn't a
the sun.
Sanatanist like me,
Yeah.
but she knows that.
Yeah, always the right.
So I told my friend, I said, you need to get up before the sunrise and do your rosary. She was like, what? I said, yeah, that's what you need to do. Or else you will not strengthen your resolve. You will not strengthen your spirituality. and you're going to have serious issues.
Anyway, folks, taking our time, it's now 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. You are listening to the magic of sex education exclusively on Power 102 FM with the guru of sex education, Dr. Raj of Total Image and the Adult Therapy Center located at Sylvester. Folks, don't forget our lines are open if you would love chatting alongside with Dr. Raj. Maybe something sexual. You have something sexual in your mind and you need to get answers. Well, I can tell you. All you've got to do is to call at 222-8255, 612-8255. If you do decide that you want to send a WhatsApp or text message,
Excuse me.
you can also do that on Dr. Raj's mobile 740-1961. You can also send in your messages on our website at Power 102 FM. You are listening to a program that deals with sex, love, and relationships exclusively on Power 102 FM.
About 15 years ago, maybe a little less, I went to a place far away in Trinidad on invitation by someone. Christmas was coming along and the person, they normally go and give gifts to villages and whatnot, and I went. It was my cousin and I went with him. I saw two young ladies, little children, I shouldn't say young ladies, children, there. They were making chow with Portugal. And I spoke to them because he went and gave out gifts to the children, and I sat outside with the two children outside making chow. I don't eat chow, so I wouldn't party. And their names and face remain with me. And only this year, both of them connected with me, and they asked me if I know them. I said, no. Well, they know me. And I told them the exact day I met them. How is that? The exact day I saw them. And they remember the incident. That's to tell you the connection you make in life. Pleasant good evening to Shellyanne, Nisha, Samantha, Rachel, Melissa, Helen, Fenella, Michael, Ray, Sally, Daniela, Daniel, Janelle, Vidya, Richard, Lynette, my good friend from my childhood friend from high school, Melly, Ronald, my childhood friend from primary school, Parasram, my childhood friend from primary school, standard 2 boy, Indira, standard 2.
Wow.
Yeah, both of them. Standard 2, Waiko Presbyterian School. Kimberly, Rohini, Vashti, Salisha,
A lot of nice people, man.
plenty, Cindy, Asha, wow,
Asha.
Lalita. I have a sister named Asha.
I have a beautiful friend named Asha.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You have a nice audience. Yeah. So,
I hope they go and get the toys before next
I
week.
hope so. Some of them,
Yes.
if not all.
Yes, and don't forget, there's a discount.
Especially, yes, there's discount at, especially in DB. They have the balloon to pop, to prick, to get a discount. The prickable balloon.
Yeah.
Right.
You have any ladies that can come and demonstrate?
Of course.
They
Yeah,
have
well,
all you can
yeah,
demonstrate.
but you could go and demonstrate. You could go and show them how to prick a balloon.
No.
You don't think so? You're laughing. Think to cry, you're laughing.
I'm telling you.
There's a lovely, beautiful, sexy, what else to describe she boy?
Yeah, let me hear. Let me how we let
Irresistible, fantastic
Yeah.
woman who's very cold right now.
She's very cold.
Yeah,
Well,
she's very
she's in the refrigerator.
practically, yes. Who wants to get a toy and she knows that anything she wants, she could get it?
I feel I know who that is.
Let me hear.
I,
Let me hear if you know who that is.
That is, you want to call him?
Call name.
That is no other person but Easy.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
No,
Go in the corner and sit down.
my body's in total shock then.
Don't be.
No, that's if somebody maybe I don't know.
You're right about that.
Somebody I don't know. But at least
Well, Izzy's on. Pleasant good evening to you, darling. How are you?
Easy.
I wonder what Izzy's doing right now.
Oh,
Boy.
what she doing
She
for
might be
Christmas?
busy. Why didn't she baking a chocolate cake for Christmas?
No, fruit cake, man.
When I saying something, leave me to say what I want to say.
But you want to do something special with our cake.
I would. Who say I getting cake?
No, because
Wait. Bash breaks. Reverse.
you're gonna get a cake for Christmas?
From who?
For me, from
Izzy?
yeah?
If I we thought that all dead, boy.
No, you're gonna get a cake.
Pleasant good evening to WP.
Long time I haven't heard those initials.
WP, my darling. Oh my God.
Very special.
Very special woman. I haven't seen WP for a while, so my heart is breaking.
Well, your heart.
Uh,
Well, I guess your heart will break, but
no, when, sometimes somebody in your presence and you just feel
Yeah.
a different
You
feeling.
Yeah.
WP is one of those persons.
She
She's somebody I just like to be around.
have that effect on you?
Well, she
Have that effect on
very
you?
positive effect on me. Yeah, she does. She uplifts me. Not sexually, I'm talking about just to be in her presence.
Have you put yourself in
The last time I saw her, we took a drive,
what kind of drive?
a long drive.
A long drive.
Yeah,
A long drive.
and it was a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful day.
Yeah, we went for a drive somewhere.
You went for a drive.
Yeah.
How was the ending?
That's what it is. I took her back home.
Oh, you got
Nothing
to
else.
drive.
No. I know you might think it's something else, but that's how your dirty mind works. You think
No.
everything I do equates with sex. And there are others out there who think like that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm looking for another.
Donor?
I'm looking for another person.
You're looking for another person. What's the initials?
Huh?
What is the initials that you're looking for? The person you're looking for?
PPS. Maybe she's sleeping.
PPS.
PPS. I think she's sleeping.
People probably sleeping. PPS. No, I haven't got that one, boy. That's new.
No, that's an old one, but you just don't remember. Which is good.
So she had to change her name.
No.
Oh.
Hi, good evening, Dr. Raj. Nikki locked on. Hi, Nikki, how are you? I don't know who Nikki this is.
Well, you know who Nikki is now.
But I know Nikki is locked on.
Yeah, locked on.
That's as much as I know.
Yeah.
You come like a woman once saw me on a flight, and afterwards she sent a message, why don't you smile with people when you're on a flight? I can't smile with everybody, and I don't know who are my friends.
Exactly. You never know.
I don't know when.
never
I
know
mean,
who-
187 passengers coming on board a plane.
You never know.
I can't smile with every person.
You never know who
My
you're
jaw will
with.
get tired. I will fall asleep. Sometimes I fall asleep before the plane take off.
Not if there's
Oh,
a nice
PPS says she's on with a big heart, boy.
If there's a nice hostess, no.
A nice one. Even if
See-
it have a nice hostess, I still
Being sleeping.
No, I smile with people. I do. What I PPS, can I show Junior who you are? I'm asking her.
You're asking PPS?
Yes, I could show you her picture. She's tuned in and turned on.
She's turned on. Okay, well, this is
She must be next to somebody who's turning her
Yeah,
on.
I feel so. But anyhow, as she's getting turned on,
You want to turn off,
we're going to turn off and take a break.
so we can get some of this.
So we
Well,
can-
you want me to take it back?
No, I don't want you to take it back.
Well, you haven't been saying anything.
No. Okay. I'll tell you what we are going to do. At 12 minutes after 10 o'clock, we're going to take that break and we're going to come right back at you. Stay.
You're coming back at me? Oh, at them? Oh, sorry.
We just get these things from, I don't know, no? We just
To
come across and just- we just get all this-
Introducing Izzo. News travels fast. In today's fast-paced world, access to accurate, up-to-date
What if I saw
information
Dr. for this
24/7
year, boy?
is essential
So
to
what?
making critical decisions in your life.
What if I saw her
is
for
the
this year?
Caribbean's newest and most
WP.
innovative news source,
WP.
giving you a Caribbean
I
perspective
hear-
saw
on
her for this year.
politics,
Well, I don't know if you
crime,
saw her,
business,
but I know I haven't heard her name here in a little
Give
while.
me a good pour, eh?
Izzo. IZZSO.
I thought he covered a whole-
Your information source.
Did I have a hole on top?
Designed for your lifestyle.
I don't know what you're doing with this.
I see the
iOS
cover
and
a whole-
Android devices. And visit our website at www.izzo.com. Izzo.
This is a good tea.
Travels
Yeah, boy.
fast.
See, nice, eh?
Oh yeah.
Hot, eh?
Oh yeah. Too much working nice now.
What is it? Thomas Flask. Oh, she said yes. This is
Beautiful. Very, very nice. Beautiful lady. That's PP.
that is PPS.
Where
Y todos los sábados, con el
Nice
sabor
one.
que nos caracteriza, con ricas empanadas y ofertas en bebidas, premios y concursos. No te lo puedes perder. Ya sabes, Bar Park, el rincón latino en
Por eso es la paz, por eso que quien carga
All-inclusive Saturdays on Power 102 FM with the best music and personalities to power your day. All day on a
Look at all
Saturday.
these critical holidays come fast, eh, boy?
Sir Charles, Bass, DJ Maggie, Gaylan, and the ultimate DJ Shane. All-inclusive Saturdays on Power 102 FM. The power of music.
I never be a sugar daddy girl, but I still can show sweet in your cup. And if you think it's a lie, girl, just give me a try, and you'll see I'm the block me up.
All-inclusive Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. all day on a Saturday on Power 102. Empowering you.
Take a look at it.
You see?
That was a double wow.
You can let me.
Yeah, I can lend you. Of course I can lend you.
Put that in a Christmas box. Ah, everybody coming up.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that more now than ever, we are simply taking sex education where it has never been before. Every Friday evening, right here on Power 102 FM with the guru of sex education, Dr. Raj and our total imaging at the Adult Therapy Center at St. Augustine. There he treats all sexual dysfunctions in both male and female. Don't forget, our lines are open if you would love chatting with Dr. Raj. All you've got to do is give us a call at 222-8255, 612-8255. If you do decide that you want to send him a message of your question, you can also do that on his private mobile at 740-1961. You are listening to a program that's informative, educational, and of course entertaining, exclusively on a station that's reliable and effective.
Yes, over the last month has been a lot of things have been coming into my mind. A lot of innovation business-wise. I've been very blessed to meet with people who are willing to move forward with ideas that I have. And
Well, that's the most important thing. If you get people,
I'm getting the support. I'm getting the support of my friends in Las Vegas. I'm getting the support of my friend in Trinidad, who also lives in Miami. I'm getting the support of some persons around me. That's why we're hiring anybody interested in a job right now, whether it be at the Adult Therapy Center, Total Image, Dr. Raj Adult Boutique. Just send me your resume. We are hiring like crazy. Because with the new stores that come in also,
on street.
if you're tech savvy, if you're into, so far I've met 3, 4, so far we have hired 4 persons for the stores. 4. But we need to get about 10. We need to get about 10.
Excuse me. No, this is for the new.
The new
The new
business.
venture.
We need to get about, we need about 10 masseuses for the central store. We need 2 or 3 workers for the central store. So that's 13 persons for there. We have 10 persons that we need right now for the new idea, the bin shopping, the daily price reductions shopping. Need 10 persons for that. Throughout Trinidad, not to be, throughout Trinidad. So far, it will be close to where all the adult stores are, because for management purpose and what controls and all that. So we're hiring. Oh, I need a salesperson, a person to do wholesale. I need some tech persons. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 tech persons.
Okay.
Yeah, persons who are good at technology,
Yeah.
setting up cameras, doing GPS system, those kind of things. What else? What else we need?
You need for me to come there and interview the ladies.
You could do that too. You could do that too, but you wouldn't know what we're looking for because you'll be only looking for one thing.
No, there's conversation. Constructive conversation.
I'm not looking for constructive conversation with anyone. I'm looking for people who I can hire.
Uh-huh.
Full stop. Qualified individuals.
Qualified.
Qualify being the operative word here. The only thing, well, we train everyone for the stores and things where we need them. All the stores, we train them. Masseuse, we train them also. And then I need 10 persons who wants to study sexology, who wants to be a sexologist, who wants to come on this program, who wants to learn about sexology, to get in touch with me. 740-1961. 740-1961. All the beautiful ladies coming out tonight.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Who came on recently there that I missed?
I can't call her name.
You can't call her name. What about giving me
If
some initials?
Now if I do that, two people know.
Find you playing it safe tonight.
I have to play it safe with this
Find
one.
you playing it safe tonight.
I have to play it safe with this one.
Find you playing it safe. Real
Yeah,
safe
yeah,
tonight.
yeah, because that is trouble in the Kutia boy.
Yeah.
Let me see. We have Alicia is on. Shelly Ann is on.
Shellyan is on as well.
Hey, ding boy. Ronald, my good friend. I haven't seen you in a while. The last time I heard from you was when you called me to ask me a question on a Sunday. I haven't seen Ding in a long time. Suan, Sherry, Neela, Baka. Oh, I know who that is. I wouldn't say anything more. Baka Kels is on.
You wouldn't say why. You wouldn't say.
There are certain things you just don't say.
Yeah, but you say no with family.
Yeah, but if I tell you, I know the kind of fella, you will go behind my back.
No, I won't do that. I'll tell you first.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay, I'll tell you now. I'll whisper so nobody go here.
Okay.
I will tell you and you only.
And what you could do is you can give that information for me on the break, right?
Nisha says, good night, Dr. Raj, and Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you too, darling. I don't know Nisha, so don't
You
think
don't
I know
know
her.
Nisha.
I know sometimes when I say darling, I automatically call women darling and things, so don't get tired.
No, but
I know you might say, well, what is her initials, where she living,
because I know anytime,
who's she mother, who's she father.
Because I know anytime you call someone darling, I know there's some kind of recommendation behind that.
No.
You just call just like that.
No, that is a term of endearment.
Yeah.
Renuka is on. Yeah, I miss Renuka and Angie, boy.
You look,
Renuka and Angie. Angie's my good friend. I haven't seen her in a long time. I haven't spoken to Angie in a year.
yeah.
What's going on in this place? I have not spoken to Angie in a year. We chat on phone, but I haven't spoken
Well,
to
that's
her
more, well.
or seen her.
But you
No,
know,
off and on.
Yeah, but you
not
know-
regularly.
Yeah, but
And
the same-
WP, I can't remember if I saw you this year.
No,
That's not good.
no, that's not good at all. That's not
And
good.
if this year goes by and I have not seen you,
Pressure.
steam will come out my ears.
Yeah, but as a matter of fact, I've seen it coming out, as you just mentioned.
Yeah. Oh, you know WP, I don't remember you know her, and you know her well. Oh yes, you do.
Me?
Yeah, you. Yes, you.
No, okay.
I know the last time you met her, you didn't want to leave her.
Oh, okay.
Don't watch me so.
Madam,
Don't watch me so.
you sure I know her?
I
I ever see her?
the last time you met her, you did not want to leave her side.
Oh, shucks, well, Was he here?
Chandra is on,
Okay.
and she says, "You all have a Merry Christmas." Same to you, Chandra.
Yes. Have a merry one, yeah.
Good night, Mr. Junior. This is from Neela. She's been very formal with you because I guess you maybe rubbed her the wrong way.
No, she's not formal.
Lisa says good night.
She's nice. Neela
When
is
somebody
nice.
says good night, it come like there's a particular person. I don't know if she's vexed with me when she says good morning, Dr. Raj.
No. Well, if somebody.
So how you going, Dr. Raj?
No, but if.
Oh yes, Dr. Raj. So sometimes I feel like I say, what did I do wrong
Yes,
now?
something you might have mentioned that she's giving you a handle now. But I'm pretty sure the handle going to come off soon.
Good night, Dr. Raj, and Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to both of you.
Well, thanks a lot.
Rachel is watching also. And there's somebody who tells me they stalk me by watching me. She was brave enough to tell me, I stalk you by watching you.
That didn't happen by a pool, right?
Oh God, Junior, you have to bring that up?
I'm just asking.
Oh
You
my
never continue.
God, you just scare me anytime you talk
No,
about
but
it.
you know, there's some things that you did while liming with you have created history in my mind. You know. Anytime I see a pool, I remember you.
You remember when I tell you, that corner looking right? You remember that?
Yeah. Anytime I
I
see
said,
you, I
Junior,
remember.
that corner not looking right. Something
Anytime-
wrong in that corner.
Anytime I see a pool, you briefly come across my mind. Brief. Never see somebody jump in a pool and all the water come out.
You have to go there, right? You have to go there. I totally try to blank that off my mind. I don't want to remember that.
I can remember I saw the sky, peacock blue. The whole sky, not a cloud. Not a cloud in the sky.
Stop that, Junior. Stop.
You know, getting back
Stop,
to
stop.
No, but getting back to religion. I thought they said it was only Moses part the sea. You know.
Was she part the pool?
But if they had come up by curiosity. Any other family, anyhow.
Well, that is what you call a stalker. You know?
Oh gosh. Oh yeah. She was good.
I wonder if she still listens to the program.
I think so.
I'm
don't know.
sure she does.
I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure.
I am
Because
positive she does.
once you listen to this program once, and you into
Well, she didn't listen once, you know.
and for a period of time, and once you listen to the program and you interact with the presenters, you will listen again.
Thank God we were diagonally opposite to the person, so there was a 50-foot pool.
Yeah.
So the person was about maybe 75 feet away from us.
75. That's correct.
Correct?
75.
Correct. About 75 feet.
About 75.
And it was dark,
yeah.
and they were underneath.
The pool.
No, not the pool.
I know. Yeah. This.
And then she came out from underneath, and
It was so touching.
I remember you saying that.
It was so
You said,
touching.
Raj, look at that walk. It is so touching.
It reminds me of one of those Lifetime movies at that particular time.
And it didn't have Lifetime then.
No, it had Lifetime.
Yeah, but it didn't have
Reminds me.
Lifetime then. Imagine that.
No. Well, it's there after seeing that. It's there where it started, or no?
Thank God we had our section and our
Yeah.
corner, and we were having a good time.
Yeah, but you break down the place without a drink. The other one.
I don't drink when I party.
But you break down the place.
I like to dance. I can't help it.
As a matter of fact, I think if the producers of Saturday Night Live had seen you, John Travolta would not got that job.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the compliment.
You know.
I love to dance.
Anytime I
Sing and dance is my thing.
Anytime,
Not so. Oh, hi.
Anytime somebody dancing and they have to go for a change of shirt and they're not even singing in a concert, you have
Hush your mouth there. You hush there. Why you so hard makeup? Let me put something in your mouth. Come.
You're having
What can you do?
Anytime somebody come and change your
What
shirt.
can you just say? You want me to put something in your mouth? I'll give you something to put in your mouth. Come. I had to tell somebody else that this evening, you know.
Eh?
Yeah. I had to tell you the same thing.
No, but this tea, yeah, very nice tea. Man. This
Very,
tea-
very excellent tea.
This tea was made with love.
Anna is on. AA.
Who the A belongs to?
The A we know. AA.
Okay, AA is on.
Yeah, AA is on.
Well, I can tell you that you are listening to the magic of sex education exclusively on Power 102 FM with the only sexologist in the Caribbean, Dr. Raj of Total Image and at the Adult Therapy Center at St. Augustine. There he treats all sexual dysfunctions in both male and female. Now, for those of you who would love to chat with Dr. Raj, who knows, maybe something sexual on your mind that you need to get off your chest. Well, here is the place for it. 222-8255. That's 222-8255. You can also call at 612-8255.
So let me repeat so that persons who have now joined us will hear it for the first time. Those of you who are fed up of hearing it, you could go take your bathroom break now.
Yeah.
Your wee break. I have come up with an innovative way of selling things. It's called daily discount. An item will go, or items will go at the regular retail price. And I'm saying this, regular retail price. We're not jacking up any price to give a discount.
Yeah.
So if the item is being sold right now for $1,000, from the day that it goes on sale, it goes by a percentage less. So let's say, I'm using this as an example. It is not what it's going to be. Let's say the first day it goes on sale, you get 10% off. The second day you get 20% off. The third day you get 30% off. The fourth day you get 40% off. The fifth day you get 50% off. The sixth day you get 60% off. The seventh day you get 70% off. And it stops. If no one buys the item goes in another building where you make an offer, a reasonable offer, and take the product. And it's all new product.
Yeah.
It's not junk. It's brand name stuff. It's good products. It's things that you will need for the household. Anybody could come and shop. But we're starting the whole thing at the Adult Therapy Center in St. Augustine at Total Image. That's the first store that's going to do it, to introduce it to Trinidad. On the second, if you don't understand what it is about, come to the store. And come to the Adult Therapy Center or Total Image in St. Augustine and just take a look. You'll see the item there. You'll see all the discount you can get for each day. It's dated. No, you might take a chance and say, I'll leave the item for tomorrow. There is no balance parcel. There is no put away. There is no hide away. Either you buy it there and then for cash, or you take the chance and leave it for another day. When you come the other day, which is the following day, you will get a further discount if it is still there. The operative word there is if it is still there.
Yeah.
If it is not there, it's gone. You lost the opportunity.
Is that you get it or lose it?
Right. There is no more than one item for sale at any one time.
But you know what I like about this whole idea that you came up with? It brings a traffic of people coming all the time, because I might see an item. I might, I might be beating
That
down
is
the
one
price.
of the things that we want to create.
That I want to beat down the price on it. And so I'll come the next day. And who knows, maybe I might get this item and see something else.
Correct. Because we'll be adding items daily as the item sells. That's another thing. We'll be adding new items, and sometimes we may repeat the item. So let's say we have 5 of this. We're not putting 5 out, we put in 1.
Right. Okay. Yeah,
So if you miss it on the first day and it sells on the second day, 1 comes in, and that's the first day for it. So it's a whole complex thing, because everything is computer generated and computer.
Yeah, but then apart from that, what happens is that if you see an item and you're trying to beat down to go, and it's... And
No, you
item-
can't beat it down.
No.
The price
You see the
reduces
price
every day.
Yeah, when you say, you come the first day, you see 10% off. You come the second day, you see 20% off. If you come the third day, somebody takes it. You'll come back
You
the
lost.
following day to see if they put out another one.
Correct. And it starts at 10 again.
And it starts. Right.
It starts
Great.
at 10. It starts at the same. It starts at 0 to 10 first time, or 0 to 1, or 0 to 2. It could be it could be 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, up to 10%.
Great idea. Great idea.
Right? And I'm glad you get it, man.
Yeah.
I hope you're the first customer I have, though.
Yeah. You know,
No, you should be.
No. You know I was the first.
No, you should be. So we will have supplements, we will have toys, we will have dolls, we will have items that you could use with your partner, items you could use by yourself, all new items.
Well, I know you have.
We are
things
not
coming
selling
also.
junk. If the item require batteries, you're not getting any batteries with it. You have to buy it separately. But it will be tested for you.
To make sure.
Oh yeah. Working items,
Well, that's important.
right? When it reached down to the second bin, you now come and say, okay, the last price for this was $500. I want to offer you $455. And it's up to us to say whether we take accepting it or not.
Okay.
So it could remain in that bin for a week, or it could go immediately. Or a person come and say, I buy all the items from that bin because I was waiting for everything to drop down to those 50% off, and I want to go home and have fun.
So, as my grandmother would have said, the people who was marking the item before and lost it, they have to come again until that item, if it ever appear again.
Yeah. And it may appear, it may not appear. And our first general merchandise store will be open either the last couple of days in the first week of January, or the second week of January.
Or the first or second.
If the store is physically there already, we got the store. The stock is already there. The only thing I can't make 24 hours into 48 hours, boy.
No, you can't do that.
Kind of hard, boy. I
And-
wish I had the time.
And then you have to, make way for 2 hours here as well,
Yeah.
which is a must.
So that store will be open, and it's going to be social media driven. We're going to use social media a lot. We're going to show you what it have, and we're going to tell you this is the price today. So let's say this cup, you want a cup. This cup is being sold at $1. First day it goes on at 95 cents. We'll tell you this cup was $1, today is 95 cents. Tomorrow this cup was not sold at 95 cents, today it's 90 cents. And so it goes.
Okay, so it drops as the day.
Every single day it reduces.
But that's good.
And any businessman out there who want to get in on it, you don't have to join with me to do it. You can do it at your business place. I will show you how to do it and why, the reasons behind doing it. And you'll be shocked what it does for the consumer, because the consumer is going to get a deal and it will be beneficial for your business. So any businessman out there who wants to get in on it and want to learn the technique, I will teach you. But just give me the credit for being the first. That's all.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's important, huh? That's important.
I want it. I'm demanding it. Give me the credit for being the first, the innovator of this.
To introduce. Yeah.
And I will show you how to do it. And I will show you how to please your customer base, how to move your stock, and how to increase your sales. Because if a man know by you, he come in every day and he could get a certain percentage of product. No. The general store that we open in, every day is a discount on every item. You know. The adult therapy, the adult store is only certain item on the table,
Yeah.
and it goes into a second table, which we call it a bin. The table is called a bin, but it's bin shopping. But we are creating it this way. But the store I am telling you about, the first store will be open close, very close. Why? I'm not giving the exact addresses yet. It will be in the Valsin area, the first store. Yes, it will be in the Valsin area. The second store will be in South. The third store will be in South again.
So,
I have nobody willing to do it in North, boy, or East. Why? Why people in the East doesn't want to support me, boy? Yeah, anyway, whatever. So, call the store if you want to know the opening time of the stores. All stores open at 9 o'clock, I think. Except for Total Image opens at 8. So if you want to come to Total Image, come Total Image at 8. So, now the second is what day? It's a Tuesday, is it? I don't know. I just lose track of time sometimes because I have no idea if I'm coming or going.
well, I know you have an idea when you're coming.
No, I don't. The second is a Thursday.
A Thursday.
So, Thursday, we'll be starting it at Total Image, where adult items are going on the first bin, the first table, and everything will be reduced at a certain price, a certain percentage, sorry. come. No, I think it will be the second week in January.
Second week.
We'll open the store in Valsale, and everything will be discounted and computer driven. And eventually we would have a conversion of that store, which I don't want to talk about yet. I'll be selling franchises also. And for those of you out there who are in business and you have a store, you have a hardware, you have a whatever, and you want to learn how to do this thing, I'll teach you. I'll teach you. Maybe you might pay me a small finder's fee.
Well,
Nah, I'm not into that
No,
kind
no.
of I'm just joking. I'll teach you.
and most of the times you would do it for a friend anyhow. You wouldn't get, you know what I mean?
I will teach people. I want people to get in on this so that the consumer out there gets a bargain every day of their life.
That's important. That's great.
It's my contribution to society now. In that way, in business way.
Yeah.
My contribution to society in a business way is that way. Teach people that way of selling and
So,
let them get that.
so in other words, you're giving back something.
So I know it have a lot of business people who is listening to this program. You know. I know it have thousands of businessmen and women who listens to this program, and they might be itching to find out what to do. 740-1961. Call me, send me a text message or whatever. I will teach you.
There you go. You can ask for more than that.
No, just give me the credit. You could call it Dr. Raj. Yeah, call it the Dr. Raj Daily Price Reduction. You could do it in a bookstore, stationery store.
Yeah.
And you don't have to put all the items on sale. Eh? You could have a particular table or a bin for that. You don't have to put all the items in your store. It could be a clothing store, a baby clothing store. Let the young mothers out there get something at a discount. Why not?
And the thing about
Things
it,
are difficult.
yeah, but the thing about it is, once somebody patronize your business and they're pleased with what you offer,
They're going to come back and they're going to tell a friend.
Exactly. Exactly. Then we do it.
Create traffic in your business. So we're going to start it with the sex thing. We're going to branch off from the sex thing into general merchandise at the branch in Valsey.
I'm going to be your first customer.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know you support.
I take in the whole table.
No. You have to
Okay.
leave something for some other people, man.
Yeah,
Oh God,
because-
Julian. Don't be greedy now.
No, because if anybody else come after me, they will want to know, hey, look, that family take everything.
Happy holidays to my two big brothers
Right.
from Carlos out here in Tobago.
Yeah, like Carlos is based in Tobago now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even people in Tobago, if you have a store, pharmacy or whatever, any business could do this. You know. Any business could do it.
But judging
You
from-
just have to have the formula, which I've created the formula, it's there, and the willpower to do it. And every consumer out there will be happy with you.
Well, judging from the outline that you have given me,
I've made it very clear.
very, very clear.
Very clear how to do it, what to
According to
do.
my grandmother, crystal clear.
Crystal, yes. Yes,
Crystal
You,
clear.
you know
It counts
she.
more than, oh yes.
Yeah.
Visit that woman every day. But anyway, folks, taking my time, it's now 19 minutes before 11 o'clock. The magic of sex education on a Friday evening, right here on Power 102 FM with sexologist Dr. Raj of Total Image and the Adult Therapy Center. We'll tell you what we are going to do. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back with you. Stay tuned.
Introducing Izzo. News travels fast. In today's fast-paced world, access to accurate, up-to-date information 24/7 is essential to making critical decisions in your life. Izzo is the Caribbean's newest and most innovative news source, giving you a Caribbean perspective on politics.
I need about 25
business,
workers.
sport, entertainment, technology.
I said I need about
special
25
publicity and
workers.
25?
Izzo, ICCSO.
To start this off, yeah.
Information source designed for your lifestyle.
I know that
Download
people.
the Izzo app for iOS and Android devices. And
25
visit our
to
website
start.
www.izzo.com. Izzo. News travels fast.
Power 102 invites you to divine inspiration, your guide to the way, the truth, and the light. Be inspired by powerful music, inspirational pictures, and transformational testimonials. Divine Inspiration, Mondays to Thursdays,
So down today,
9 to midnight on Power
I tell him my son,
and streaming
the tooth
live
boy.
via the Power
I see imagine
Tune
the
in to
father
Divine
was the same
Inspiration
thing.
and be
3 years
transformed.
old boy,
All-inclusive Saturdays
family
on
same place,
Power
and
102 FM.
Well, I'll give you a voucher to go by one of those places to
I say shit.
to
man,
get one of
really-
those boxes
it
that you'll
really-
need
No, it really.
sometime in life.
It really.
Hopefully not soon, but at least you have it. I know a man make one and put it in your room, you know.
Eh?
Had me a cup there.
70 years old.
I know a man who had one made out of mahogany,
Eh?
and he put that in his room and he used to sleep and watch it every night. You know. Before he fall asleep, that is what he see. And when he wake up in the morning, the first thing he see. You know.
First thing you catch up on?
Yeah, here you go.
I never think the day would have come.
All-inclusive Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. all day
But they say this thing wasn't done.
102 in
Mister, before this thing fall on the thing, hold it
Was
there.
it we have still?
Yeah.
Where?
That barakat, so you're getting plenty.
Well, I can tell you that when it comes to nighttime radio, we are always one step ahead with a beautiful blend of nighttime programming here on Power 102 FM. You are listening to Sexplosion with Sexologist Dr. Raj of Total Image and the Adult Therapy Center, which is located at St. Augustine. Don't forget, folks, our lines are open if you would love chatting with Dr. Raj. Very simple. 222-8255. 612-8255. For those of you who would love to send me messages on his private mobile, you can also do that 7401961. This program may contain material that is not suitable for children. Parental guidance are therefore advised. Yeah.
So we have
Who we have there?
no, I just saw a picture there. Just made me calm. No, you're laughing because you think it's a woman, eh? You think it's a woman. See how wrong you could be,
No, but because I know you see.
but you see how wrong you could be.
Yeah, I was wrong on that one.
Watch that.
But
man.
then I should have known better.
2 more days,
Two
bro.
more days.
2 more days.
2 more days. Could imagine you was waiting for family. Grams. Can't wait until the first days see Grams, eh?
Mhm.
I know. Very, very, very cute little boy.
What you say? You look like me? Thank you.
Yeah, he look like it. Yeah, but it's like Chinese resemblance.
Yeah, you know he does.
I do hope you don't take up your grandfather out there. Because you need
What
to.
is the grandfather habit?
No, because by the time he
Wait.
No. But by the time he get big, by the time he reached 17 or 18, he would need about 6 phones. His grandfather have about 3 already. Well, I hear you say anything,
I'm not saying anything. You know what you're talking about.
and I'm pretty sure after the 3rd one, his grandpa will be buying the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Because his grandpa gonna say, technology, grandson, technology.
Well, in that time to come, you wouldn't need anything like a phone.
No,
You'll
it's
just be
true.
doing so.
No.
Hello, how are you?
No, it's true now. At the rate that we're going. I wouldn't doubt that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice. Catch me at that one day. You caught me off
I
guard.
know I caught you off guard because you're thinking along the line of
I
one
wasn't-
thing.
As a matter of fact, I wasn't looking for you there at all. There you go. Anyway, folks, 12 minutes before 11 o'clock, the magic of sex education. Nobody does better what we do best when it comes to nighttime programming. Sexplosion with Sexologist Dr. Raj. All lines are open at 222-8255. 612-8255. Yeah.
Yes. You know, every year, at the end of the year, I go to a special seminar, the A4M, dealing with innovation in therapy, treatment, of all things. And it's something that I look forward to every year, going to that in Las Vegas. And I went this year. You have to be invited.
Mm-hmm.
A person
Was it
off,
not-
cannot walk off the street and
Oh,
go
it's
to
not,
it.
it's not open.
No. It have to be invited. And I came across some units, some equipment that I want to start using next year. So we have our first unit coming middle of January for the treatment of erectile dysfunction
Uh-huh.
using low sonic waves. Low sonic waves. This is for persons who have circulation problems, persons who have erectile dysfunction not associated directly with andropause or aging, but some other type of issue, medically or otherwise. Even persons who have had injury that will cause them to have trauma in the pelvic area. It's dealing with trauma from the knees to the shoulder and everything in between. Even the arms and the legs, but there's a factor that I've learned because I did a little training on the machine. And there's a factor that I've learned which was something very fascinating. I can't remember the doctor name right now, and I was trying to find his card but I don't want to call it the wrong name. And he was showing me a technique that you employ on individuals
Uh-huh.
where you don't go directly to the area that the person is feeling the pain or feeling the trauma, but you go to corresponding areas in the body and release those areas first before you get to that point. And within a couple of weeks, or maybe up to about 6 weeks, things get back to normal with individuals who have erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculations, and whatnot.
Wow.
So that machine will be coming in, I think, after the 15th of January. That's the first one. We're introducing it at the Adult Therapy Center in St. Augustine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we'll be doing therapy with that on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday. If you qualify to do the therapy. So part of what I do would be to diagnose individuals and see if you qualify for the therapy. It's not very expensive, although the machine is expensive. As a matter of fact, there were machines there from 70,000 US to 18, coming down to about 18,000 US.
As high as that, eh? Wow.
It's expensive. It's an expensive machine, but I will not be charging expensive to do the therapy
Mm-hmm.
because there's so many persons who need to have it done.
So when this machine is expected around the 15th?
After the 15th.
After the 15th.
After the 15th. It will be shipped on the 15th, I think.
Okay.
After the 15th, it will be in Trinidad. Then there's someone that I had a discussion with. Every year I talk about our dinner, where we go to this conference.
Yes.
And after the conference, we go to a round table dinner. So we had the dinner. Of course, my friend who normally hosts the dinner, she died. And you ever see men who are doctors and old men and what break down and cry when they heard she died? Everybody who came to the booth,
Yeah.
when they asked, "Where's Melissa?" "Well, she passed away." I see men who couldn't talk again. They just stood there and they just started crying. Tears. No, Melissa is my friend who invented all those products that we carry
Okay.
for erection and brain sharpener and all those things.
Yes, that could be called.
Yeah.
That could be called honey.
Short little Filipino woman who drives a Lamborghini. My dear friend Melissa. And when doctors and whatnot from all over the world came, they come to that conference and they heard that Melissa died. The men who just took out their glasses and they're like, "Oh my God, so sad, couldn't believe it." But she passed away, but her legacy lives on. And we'll be having some things with her products that I'm doing right now. I mean, consultation with her sisters who are running the company now, her niece and nephew, nieces and nephew. And that will be coming online soon in January. In January, I have about, people just have things on their plate.
Yeah.
I have 10 plates to see about. And it's only one me.
Oh. Well, look on the brighter side.
No, I look forward to it, the challenge of it.
And it's keeping you busy.
You want me to be more busy than I am?
And then you have phones to deal with.
You and my phone, what you have?
You have all these letters, A, B, C, D, F, D, Q, F. As a matter of fact, I think they're going to be making a new
alphabet
just for
well, you better use the Hindi alphabet. A, I, E, U,
No,
A, I, O, O, A.
No, that's when you
As the vowels?
No, that's when you actually
Ka, ka, ga, ga.
I can hold those words before.
No, that's the Hindi alphabet.
Eh?
Yeah.
You kidding?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
So wait. Back up a bit there on the family. So we know the English one is A, B, C, D, and you go. So how they pronounce it? How they say? Okay, go from
A, I, U, Ri. A, I, O, and A. That's the vowels.
It's a good thing you didn't teach me that in school, boy. But I get real tired. What are you talking about? Damn. Yeah, boy.
So you didn't know that?
No. First, no, I mean...
I'll have to teach you a few
no, as a matter of
things.
fact, no, I'm breaking new ground here.
You're breaking? You always like to break it?
Breaking...
Why so? Don't.
Breaking new, I'm getting the alphabet in a different motion now.
Somebody already texting here already.
Mm.
So, once you know that, but Hindi language is phonetic. Phonetic means pronunciation. That's what you need.
Uh-huh.
It is not so much spelling, but the pronunciation of it.
Okay. Mm.
That's what you need. So, K is K. I'm just teaching. But you are K, K-H-A. That's why when you see the word Dharma, how it is spelled? D-H-A-R-M-A, right? So we pronounce it Dharma in English.
Right.
But the proper pronunciation is Dharma. That A after you don't pronounce it. Unless there's an accent on the A.
Wow.
Okay?
Interesting.
Like the Kama Sutra is not the Kama Sutra, it's the Kam Sutra. Kam is the god of love.
Very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, folks, taking our time, it's now 5 minutes before 11 o'clock. The magic of sex education, exclusively on a Friday with the guru of sex education, Dr. Raj of Total Image and the Adult Therapy Center at St. Augustine.
So you see, you learned something tonight?
More than learn something.
I have a friend who tells me I know too much of different things. So
Love to make love with that outfit.
I don't know why she just tells me that.
Yeah.
She says you know too much about different things.
She finds so. She finds you. She finds that you
I don't know what she mean by it.
know somebody you know. Because it's had to be somebody you know. Somebody
Well, I
who
say I
you
have
know.
a friend
Yeah, well, she knows you.
who tells me I
Yeah.
know too much about too many different things.
Well, that is the person that knows you. She knows the things that you know.
No, she tell me a rolling stone gathers no moss.
Yeah. Well, but at least she could have been worse. She could have said two.
So, folks, I would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and keep Christ in Christmas. I think you should really keep Christ in Christmas. A lot of people forget what it's all about, and I honestly think that you should remember what it's all about. So keep Christ in Christmas, celebrate your Christmas, do your rituals and your duties and everything fervently. Make sure you understand what the day is all about. It's not about gift giving and receiving and drinking and paranging and all those
Some
things.
people make it out that too.
But it's not
No, it's
only
not.
about that.
No.
That is part of the Trini way of doing it. And I think Trini Christmas is the best Christmas in the world.
Oh yes, we have the best.
I have had the opportunity to see a few, and I think Trini Christmas is one of the best.
What makes our own so special is that we take it right through until New Year's.
And then you have the parangs. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
it's
So enjoy your Christmas. Season greetings to everyone. I wish everyone a happy New Year, a prosperous New Year, a eventful New Year.
Yeah, hey, That is
Make
what-
it one of the greatest New Year 2020.
And make it better than in the year before.
Of course.
That's important.
May your days in the future
Be like yours. Yeah, like yours. Where you need 2 or 3 phones, because one phone cannot hold all the information. So, there
what
you
you
go.
have with my phones. I have a lot of pictures in my phone. I have a lot of information in my phone.
You know, you have more pictures on your phone than Paramount.
Yeah, for sure. 20,000, you know, and counting.
And counting.
20,000 and
As
counting.
they say, the saga continues.
Yes, the saga continues next year.
Yeah. Brand new
So
year.
may the worst of your days next year be the best of your days this year.
I could have put it better. That sounds like an Academy Award speech you took there from someone.
And enjoy every bit of it. And if you have your family, enjoy it with your family. If you have your loved ones, enjoy it with your loved ones. Remember, I'm trying to uplift Trinidad and Tobago. I'm trying to make people see things differently, sexually and otherwise. I'm trying to get businessmen to think differently also with this new idea, innovative idea that we're having and we are putting into. You see, I'm not just saying it. I'm putting it into practice.
You know what I like about what you're saying?
What?
You're trying to get people to think out of the box.
Yes, totally out of the box, and it must be beneficial to all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
And you get full credit to what you do.
I'm asking for full credit. I don't know if I'll get it. That there's a difference.
Well, yes.
There are many things I don't get credit for, you know. Because if I could start a store in Val Park and sell it to someone, and someone goes to that store to buy something, and they're telling people I'm still affiliated with it and I'm not, but they don't know how to get in touch with me, then I haven't gotten
That's
credit,
bad. That's bad.
right? So that's just the way life is. But for all in the macarams out there also, season greetings to you too.
Yeah, have a nice one.
Yeah. I don't have to deal with you, you know.
No.
You have to deal with your conscience and yourself.
That is.
Good night, folks.
You have been listening to Sexplosion on Power to FM with Sexologist Dr. Raj Ramdanam of Total Image and the Adult Therapy Center. It's in Augusta. Stay tuned. Music After Dark. That's up next. Live.